Okay, it's officially minus 20. It's officially winter here in Calgary, Alberta. It is going to be a long winter, it looks like, which is fabulous for me. It's nothing but billable hours and profit, which is fabulous. Um, what I want to touch on is I honestly think there is a serious regression going on in this trade. Um, I attended a training session for HBC. I think that's what it was. HTP. Woo! Whoa. Anyway, I attended, which is great. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. We had a good conversation, and it's. I suspect that that product is as good as any and better than most. The problem that I have, not specifically with that, is over the last month and a half or so, we have encountered and taken on a half a dozen IBC boilers, which aren't very popular. I fully admit that I've never installed one. I've only worked on a couple. And so it is by far in my sort of repertoire the least experience I have with a boiler. Um, but the systems are all the same, which is the crazy thing. And the individual that installed these systems has absolutely no idea what they're doing, to the detriment of these homes. Like, we're not working in, you know, people that don't have money. Like, the home that Isaiah was in yesterday is easily a $4 or $5 million home, and they have no heat, none. And it's because it's been piped so poorly and wired even more so. And of course, the plumber did not do the wiring, and didn't do any of the HVAC because they have HRVs and some heat coils and stuff, and he didn't do any of it. So he's like, I don't know, and walks away. I'm telling you, man, if you can figure out how to, I'll say it again. If you can get off your Xbox and shut down your porn sites for like 2 weeks and focus on your trade, you will overtake what's happening out there. I don't mean 2 weeks. Like, it's going to take you a couple of years to get proficient at that stuff. But what I see out there and the stuff that we take over because nobody knows what they're doing blows my mind. And our conversations between me and the boys all day long is, what is going on? What is happening out there? And I don't know. I don't think the education has progressed with the technology. There is some fantastic technology out there, as we're all aware. I just don't think anybody knows how it works, or how to use it, or how to implement it, or how to make it all talk to one another. Um, and then you have these sort of third party mainstream um, appliances like the Google Nest, and that do a marvelous job of marketing their product. And so you have the customer saying, how do I make this work with what I want? And, thanks to Instagram and a couple of very knowledgeable plumbers out here, we had some behind the scenes conversations, and I know how to fix it. I know how to make it communicate. Um, but I took 2 days to dig into it. I'm telling you, man, what did whatever your opinion of Elon Musk is, one of the things that he said that I appreciate is uh, everything is on the internet. Um, you all know about the women on the internet. I would encourage you to look into the knowledge that's on the internet. It's all there, and most of it's free if you will just do a little digging and spend some time at it. It will change your life, and it'll change your bank account, more importantly. Um, and so focus on that. Focus on learning how these systems work, how they ought to be piped, and what's the best practices for these appliances. and you will go in there and troubleshoot this stuff. And I'm telling you, people will pay you they'll pay you anything. When they're cold and pipes are freezing and things aren't working, they'll pay you anything to fix it. And that'll lead into my next discussion, which will happen on the next barn banter with Baker, is margin. I'm going to dare you all to take one job in December and use margin. And I'm going to try my new editing tricks that I'm trying to learn, which I'm not very good at, I fully admit. Anyway, as usual, those are my thoughts, not yours. Stay warm. And you won't have to stay frosty up here in Canada because it is freaking frosty already. Have a great day.